And that's the difference, is that like when you don't want people to think it's their first rodeo. And so many of you are going into every meeting, every call, every appointment, like it's your first rodeo, and they can tell. Everyone can tell. And the people who can tell the most are the people who you want to impress the most. Like, it's very easy to impress poor people because they don't know any better. Much more difficult to impress a wealthy person because they know how the game works. And so I see this with the like the Rolex Flex, or I rented the Lambo for the day and look at my Instagram picture. Anybody who's really in the game is like, dude, my jet costs 500 Lamborghinis. Like, I could give a fuck what you drive, right? Like, the way you impress them is you outwork them. So to impress poor people, you outspend them. To impress wealthy people, you outwork them. That's the difference. So if I see a kid who's not flexing any of that stuff, but I see how hard this kid's working, that's what impresses me. If anything, I see a younger guy who's like blowing cash to like flex, I'm not even neutral. I'm less impressed. I'm like, dude, what are you playing? Like, immediately I'm like, who are you trying to impress? And then whatever they say, I'm like, it's the wrong person, man. Because the right girl also is impressed by how hard you work. Because they know what that leads, because people take wealth as an approximation for character, and that's not true. They say, I have this Lamborghini, therefore I work hard. But if you just spend way beyond your means, which is what I see it as, especially if you're younger, I just see that as irresponsible and insecure. And so it's making sure that you're putting the right bait out. And the best bait for getting the right people is the effort that they know you put in when they weren't looking. And you only do that by when you show up the first time, it looks like it's your 100th time. And they know it's the only meeting you have with them, and that you took 20 hours to prep for it. They're like, all right, this kid's got it. Or this guy's got it. This gal's got it. She gets it. Like, that's all I look. I'm like, immediately, it's just like I had that conversation with my billionaire buddy. He was like, you don't need to say anymore. I get it. And I feel that way with vendors. So if I get on the phone with someone and they have clearly 10 hours of preparation, 20 hours of preparation for that call, they don't need to sell me that hard. I'm like, I get it. You've demonstrated in advance the value that you want to provide before we started working together. Like, I get it. Like, whatever the bill is, send the invoice, team will take care of it. Let's start working together. When someone spends all their time trying to sell me, and I'm like, what did you do to prepare? And they're trying to overcome with their words, you already lost. And so many of you guys are losing before you step into the arena. You're trying to ride a bull for the first time on your first rodeo, and then thinking that you need to have some special talent or some natural whatever that's going to make it work. Like, why so-and-so's different or better? It's because